One of my best childhood memories was when I was younger and my dad would take me to McDonald's and always get me their 2 for $1 apple pie. I was so addicted to them, and back then they were so delicious. So today I'm going to show you how to recreate it my way, and it's very, very simple. These apple pies are so flaky and crispy, you're never going to buy one again. So for the ingredients, you're going to need 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, as well as a teaspoon of cornstarch, 1 egg for egg wash, and 2 Granny Smith apples, which we are going to peel, and 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Lastly, we're going to need some puff pastry. You can use store-bought puff pastry, or you can actually go to my description box. I have a recipe where I make homemade puff pastry that's absolutely delicious. So go ahead and peel the skin off of your 2 Granny Smith apples. Dice those apples up into small little chunks, and next we're going to go onto a hot skillet and add our 2 tablespoons of butter from earlier in there. So once the butter is slightly brown, you're going to add in your diced apples and let them marinate in that butter. Make sure you stir around really well. Go ahead and add your 3 tablespoons of brown sugar at this point, and again, give it a really good stir. Make sure those apples soak up that butter and that brown sugar for that sweet goodness. So at this point, you'll notice that the apples start to release their own juices. So that's where we add in our cornstarch and cinnamon. This is just going to help thicken everything up into that nice consistency that you see in all apple pies. Mine took about 10 minutes, but you can remove them from heat once they look like that. And I moved straight on to the actual pastry. So go ahead and grab your puff pastry, whether it's store-bought or homemade, and go ahead and roll it out nice and flat. And I actually divided mine into sections like this, just using the end of a chopping board. So I just made little squares like this, and I did this evenly on both sheets. Brush them with egg wash, and this is where our filling comes in. Now you're going to want to make sure that your filling's nice and cool before you place it onto your pastry, and then go ahead and add the second pastry on top and cut along the lines evenly. I used the back of a spoon to shape and press my dough down, and then I went ahead and added some more egg wash. After the egg wash, I did score them on top with a knife. I just did 3 little cute lines just to give it that really homemade apple pie look. And these went into the oven at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. And voila, ta-da, look how beautiful they are. They look professionally made by a bakery. Your guests are going to wonder if it took you all day to make these pies, but in reality, it just took you probably less than an hour. Now listen to that crunch. These go perfectly with some hot tea or coffee. I even had fun with this puff pastry dough, and I made a guava and cheese one. Let me know if you'd like to see a recipe for that one as well. I really, really hope you enjoyed this, and please subscribe, like, and comment to support me. Love you, and happy holidays!